So when I initially saw the trailer, like the teaser, not the trailer that came out today, but the initial teaser of Venom: The Last Dance, which is supposed to be the final Venom film in the Sony Venom franchise, I was like, man, this movie looks like it's already jumping like 12 sharks. But then this new trailer looks like they jumped another one.
You can't see me, you Stevie, wondering how I reach more evolutions than Evie and make it look easy.
What's up, Earth's mightiest subscribers? I'm Ernie, the Blerd without fear, and welcome back to the channel. This is a little bit of a different video, but regardless of all that, I still want you to, if you are new here and you enjoy the content, make sure you hit that subscribe button and tap that notification bell. That way you don't miss any videos I put out because, we're getting real close to 100K. So hook a brother up, let's get it done. And also, while you're here, make sure you hit that like button because, helps channel out and all that. But no, I gotta admit, this is a wild one. I woke up this morning, I say this morning, it was actually more like this afternoon. But I saw, when I got up around this afternoon, I saw the trailer for Venom: The Last Dance had dropped. And in this, I don't really care about all the goofy shenanigans that are going on in the Venom trailer. Because, let's be honest, none of this is surprising. But the thing that got me was the inclusion of Null. Like, Null pops up in this trailer. Now, it was one of those things that was kind of hinted at. Like, it was actually hinted at in the second movie, Venom: Let There Be Carnage, that Null was potentially coming. And he was going to be a problem somewhere down the stretch. Though at the time, we didn't really know, like, the full breadth of it. And here, it becomes even more obvious, in that teaser that it's going to be a thing. Even though I was kind of hoping it wouldn't be a thing, but it is a thing. And I love the fact that in this movie, we're gonna have Null, who is reportedly going to be portrayed by Norman Reedus, of all people. I know a lot of people are really hyper focusing on the fact that Null is in the movie at all, but I feel like less people are weirded out by the fact that it's Norman Reedus. And I say weirded out, probably not the best choice of wording there, but man, I just don't see it. I like that's a choice. Norman Reedus? Really? Daryl Dixon? Scud from Blade 2? Okay, I guess. Man, that's not the guy I would have picked. Not the guy I would have picked at all. Matter of fact, I think it's funny because, correct me if I'm wrong, I think in this trailer we see, is it Rhys Ifans, who, I'm mistaken, I think played the Lizard in the Spider-Man, in the Amazing Spider-Man movies. I think we see him in this. He would have been a better choice to play Null. And considering that Null's a CGI character, hell, you got Chiwetel Ejiofor in this, and you didn't think to get him to be the voice of Null. You got to play some random regular dude. No, you got Norman Reedus. That's the part I think is actually crazy. I don't know about anybody else. But yeah, people are freaking out about it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think this is gonna be regular. I think it's gonna be regular. And I'm not trying to be dismissive when I say this. Man, I'll be honest. I actually like the Venom movies. Like, I don't love them. I don't think they're great. I don't think they're great cinema. I don't think that they're even great comic book adaptations. I just think they're dumb, fun movies. I view Venom the same way I view the first Suicide Squad. It's a movie that is dumb on its face, but it is fun and entertaining, and I don't get bored when I watch them. Are they everything that I want a Venom movie to be? No, neither of the previous two Venom movies have been the Venom movie that I wanted. However, they're just dumb fun, and I can live with that. Like, I don't need every movie to be top 10 we'll see again movie of the year material. It's just, I'm sorry, that's unrealistic of anything in the creative spectrum. Like, not everything you see is going to be 10 out of 10. I used to make fun about stuff like this in the video game spectrum, where websites like IGN would only rank games from 7 to 10 for a long part of their tenure. Sometimes they still do. But yeah, I'm sorry, like, I think Venom just good middle of the road, dumb fun movie I turn on, I can shut my brain off, and I'm not angry. By the time I get to the end of it, I'm actually quite pleased and entertained or whatever. So yeah, all the goofy stuff that's happening in the movie, they're just playing on the shit they've already been doing. Like, the first movie was goofy. Second movie was goofier, and this movie is going to be goofiest, is what it is. But no, I just think it's funny, because this is not something that I think was actually, I don't know if, this may or may not be in an old video, like an old interview that I did with Donny Cates like 5 ever ago. But I remember how Donny Cates feels about those Venom movies, or at least back when the first Venom movie came out. He wasn't a fan. He was not a fan. But I also love the fact that on Twitter, and yes, I knew even though I don't post on Twitter, I still see stuff that happens on Twitter because every now and again I check in for DMs, which I have officially closed. I don't want any more DMs. If you DM me on Twitter, you're not going to get a response. I'm sorry. It just is what it is. It just really so I don't have to go check. But no, I thought it was funny because while I don't have a problem with the Venom movie, I just think that a lot of things Donny Cates said about it were valid. He pointed out that, yeah, that's not Eddie Brock. That's not the persona of Eddie Brock. And that's not how Venom should act or could ever act. Like, not to say that, they can't be a little silly. But yeah, I liked the idea of, what, the grievances Donny Cates had with it. But I thought it was really funny that today, after the announcement, he actually posted this on Twitter. And, because he's been very hyper verbal and open about his disdain for the Venom movies. So when people were like, I guess he knew people were going to come in and be like, hey, why you doing this? You backpedaling? And it's like, no, it's as simple as this. Money. This is, like, honestly, this is about the same as what happened with Spider-Man with Spider-Man 3. This is very famous interaction between Sam Raimi and the executives. Sam Raimi had been very vocal about the fact he would never include Venom in his Spider-Man movies. He was very vocal about that as early as Spider-Man 2. And then by the time he get to Spider-Man 3, even like kind of early in the production, he was very adamant that he wouldn't put Venom in the movies. But the executives, because how popular Venom was, they were like, hey, you got to put this motherfucker in the movie. And that's why Venom feels so shoehorned into Spider-Man 3 and why he's not a particularly good character is because Sam Raimi didn't care about him. I'm not saying that that's the same thing here as far as in terms of, how the director or whoever might feel about this, but it does feel like Null doesn't feel necessarily forced because obviously they set it up in the previous film, but it feels like one of those things where it's like, hey, Marvel fans really love Null right now. They love Null. This is a new character. People, you got to become really receptive to him. Can you put him in here? Can you put him in this? Because this is going to make all the money. This is going to bring butts to the seats. That's what this feels like. That's precisely what this feels like. No more, no less. But that said, yeah, I don't have any beef with this at all. And I know some people, you might not even know who the hell I'm talking about. You might be like, who the fuck is Null? Well, I'll just put it like this. I can tell you real quick who he is. I'm not going to spend any more time talking about this than what's absolutely positively necessary. I'll just say all you need to know is that Null is the god of the symbiotes. He is quite literally the person who created all the symbiotes you see in the Marvel Comics universe. I don't care who it is, all of them. Every symbiote is descended from Null. He was one of the first beings in existence, and that's pretty much what you need to know. But I will say this, I have a very old video that I did breaking down the origin of Null, so if you want to go check that out, it's up here. It's actually from Donny Cates' Venom run. Venom: The Last Dance. It's probably a good thing that it is.